It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
It's 59. Mike to 59. Hey, tight.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Sanders. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Marino to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yeah, Sanders now to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over.
Got it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. No. Off. Check. Crunch. Same on. Crunch. Check. Alert flare.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Here comes the ball.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get in the weight room.
Five.
To throw on second down, Costello. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Let's go now.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Army.
Now.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking to throw. Costello. They set up the screen to Peyton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the Bills' 29-yard line.
Ready,
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Stay with your man.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, set. 8, read.
58, right there. Y'all not ready.
Hey. Hey, zoom. 5.
To throw on third down, Costello. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Okay, ready?
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go, D. Hey, watch this. Check 43. Check 3.
Big river.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 17-yard line.
Down.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
You got tight right there.
Yes.
Here comes to me, it's me.
Just get it.
2nd and 13.
Here we go.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
What's tight?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 3-0 0-0 after one on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
That too.
For no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
60 or
59, Mike to 59. You ain't going nowhere. 59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
On 3rd down, Marino. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36. Yards.
First down, Bills.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Chance.
Let go.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here we go.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Hey, Delta.
3 down, 3 down.
Five.
Now Marino. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Look, squeeze.
Check 3.
Deep river.
On first down, Peyton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first and 10, Costello. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the double.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Ready.
Now a carry for Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second and 2.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1.
56. Check 56.
On second and 2, Marino. He's going to loft one, deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Peyton. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
They're running it. Joker.
Second and 4. And this one's incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
60 out
Now
long.
they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're going to need 61. Matchbox lights.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Dorsett making the catch. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. 70. Indy. Hey, exit.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Big rip.
From the gun, Costello. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Break.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
C6.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Get it.
Back to throw. Costello. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Alpha.
58, 58. Let's go, defense.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
SMH1 to the FG.
Safe.
Protein spill. Sit up.
58.
Coming.
It's going to be a
Set, go.
day. It's going to be.
Ready. Lightning.
Go 58 to Mike.
Right.
You're not ready.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready, ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill.
From the gun, Costello. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Costello. Dorsett's got it. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Back to throw. Costello. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Got it. Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check 52. Kill, kill, kill. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Check safety, check safety. Switch, switch, switch.
Go. Set, go.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, go.
Any day. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. Big Ed, Big Ed.
Topper, topper.
Alert 3.
On 4th down, Costello. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Down.
This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm about to take you to school. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Check 15.
Hard, hard. Get it.
Now again, right side. Peyton, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
64, weak.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Hey! Hit it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Smoke.
56.
Ready.
On 4th down, Costello, and they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bills are going to get the football back.
On the set.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 1st down, Sanders. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Another run here with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 83 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Oh, you got deep?
They'll throw on 1st down with Marino. And Marino cannot get away. He goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Check pass. 59 is Mike. 59.
Check go.
Now it's Marino. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 59.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Check 56. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
Out.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Go. Lead dribble.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10.
36. Check nickel. Check 26.
Check. Rock it. Hey.
Bang. Under 10.
Get it.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming.
Watch the edge. Kill.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Peyton. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
22-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
56. Mike, 56, right there, right there. Let's go.
Now on second and 16. Marino. That's complete to Sharp. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Now Marino to throw it. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, rock it, rock it.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Look at me. Door.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Off play action. Costello. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Set, ready, 8, read.
I got 19, I got 19.
Look at me, zipper, 5.
Throwing on first down, Costello. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
They'll
try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football. And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a second and a bundle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Double time.
3 down, 3 down.
Tighten up.
Go on, go on. Go.
Marino sets up. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 30-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come on, D. He's crabbing.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Check 6 guys.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Shoot.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now.
Banjo. Mike's 56. Mike's
55.
Now a give, right side. Peyton. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Oh, my goodness, I thought he'd peel off. Instead, he makes the fair catch at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.